Mentor to Millions. Yes, please. We're so excited to welcome in the authors of this book you see on your screen there, Kevin Harrington, one of the original sharks in the Shark Tank, and Mark Tim. Welcome to the both of you. Guys, the title, you had me at the title, but let's talk about mentorship. Kevin, of course, we're familiar with your background a little bit, as we've seen on television through the years. Where do you begin, though? The idea of a mentor sounds great as a professional, but how do you find that person?
Well, I'll start off, and Mark and I have had a mentor-mentee relationship, and he has a great story how we met actually through a mutual mentor to both of us. So he could tell that story. But just to answer your question, where do you find a mentor? In my business, I have a lot of people I'm doing business with. And so I sort of say, if you start with your checkbook, who do you write checks to? Accountants and lawyers and phone centers and fulfillment centers. These are the sphere of influence of people that you're doing business with. And so this is a chance for you to connect with them. And if your accounting firm would like to see your business double, hey, they should be willing to help you get some of the right advisors and mentors in there. So I also say I belong to a lot of different clubs and organizations, the Entrepreneurs Organization, EO, and in our world, we have something called War Room and Genius Network and Board of Advisors. And so these clubs and organizations and friends and family and business associates, there's lots of ways you can connect with getting the right people in to help you.
Well, Kevin, you can tell you're a TV guy because you did a really nice tease there. Tease about Mark's story. What's the story, Mark? How did the two of you meet?
Yeah, the book itself wouldn't exist without being a living example of the message that we talk about. Mentor to Millions is not about money. It's about millions of people impacted. And so I had a mentor when I was a young man. His name was Zig Ziglar, and he was the father of motivational speaking. Well, as it turns out, Kevin also had Zig as a mentor. So when Zig passed away, Kevin reached out to the family. He wanted the legacy of Zig Ziglar to continue. I had reached out to the family. I wanted the legacy to continue. And the children of Zig Ziglar actually introduced me to Kevin. And so here is a mutual mentor. And so when you think about legacy and impact of mentorship, our mentor introduced us even after his passing. And this book wouldn't have even been written if it wasn't for both Kevin and I having mentors in our life. And now our legacy to Zig is to be mentors. So Kevin was my mentor. Kevin's a mentor to a lot of people, and I'm now mentoring a lot of entrepreneurs as well. So we want the book to be a living example of the power of having a mentor and being a mentor.
Yeah, so I was going to say, it's one thing to be able to take advantage and to learn from the mentor to help yourself in the business world, but why share the secrets? Why write this that people are able to get their hands on now?
Well, I think we're in a really tough time. COVID has been devastating for many people. Businesses are closing. They don't know what to do. I've invested in hundreds of businesses over the years. I've seen ups and downs. I've had my own ups and downs. And there's sort of a sense of wanting to give back. I've been doing this for many, many years. It's part of my duty, I believe, as just like we would participate in fundraisers and public donations and things. I donate my time and effort to the entrepreneurial community to help them understand what things you can do during tough times like this.
Sounds like it's kind of a confidence builder as well. Like, yes, you can do this. And Mark, I want to get your thoughts. I know in broadcasting, you kind of find somebody who has the job you want, and then we do research and find out their path to get there. What have you been able to learn, say, in your mentorship with Kevin as his mentee, and that you've been able to apply to your business and something that you will hold on to as you move forward?
Yeah, I've learned a lot from Kevin, but I want to tell you that I'll go just a step further. People ask me all the time, how would you get a mentor? I don't know how to get a mentor, where to get a mentor. Well, imagine I had to pitch Kevin to be my mentor, and it had to be a good pitch. This is the guy from Shark Tank. And so I said, I will value your time. I will make this easy for you, and I will be your best student. And I want to highlight that because as a mentee, you've got to commit to being the best student. You've got to commit to implementing what you've learned. So in the case of Kevin, I learned that I needed to surround myself with a dream team. I learned how to scale the business. I learned about mindset and aggressive curiosity. I've got so many different nuggets that have, well, by the way, I'm on my way to my largest business venture ever, and it's come from my mentorship with Kevin. But it's important to point out that along the journey, and in the book, we talk about this, I figured out that the most valuable business that I will ever own, ever operate, ever even be a part of was the one I was going home to, my family. And I've started to apply everything I learned from Kevin and Zig at home. And right now, we need to be mentoring our families. Our families need our leadership. They need our business skills at home more than ever during these challenging times. So the book is obviously about business. It's about relationships, but so much more. It's also about mentoring our families.
I love hearing that. You know what? That is a great note to end on. Of course, you can get yours as well. Mentor to Millions. I'm assuming anywhere books are sold.
Yeah, anywhere books are sold. Obviously, Amazon's a great place to go, but we want you to go to Kevin Mentor, because anyone who goes to Kevin Mentor, they go get the book wherever books are sold, and they come back and show us they bought it. We're going to give them 30 days of mentorship. How would you like to be mentored by a shark from Shark Tank? And if 30 days of mentorship, they'll develop the habit of having mentors in their life.
Good for you guys. Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing you again. Kevin, we might be seeing you later this week too.
Natalie, appreciate it.
Thank you, Natalie.
Bye.